Welcome to Gracious Outfits. My name is Grace Mwende, a fashion designer. That is all that I do for a living. I was born in Garissa. Yes, back in 2002. I've been raised over there up to around 2007. Then I came back to our home place. That is Kitui, Mwingi, particularly in Ngune Division. That's where I've grown up. I schooled in Mulango Girls. Mulango Girls is in Kitui County. It's a passion thing that I began back in campus. That is 2021. That's when I began this. But professionally, I'm a teacher. Yeah, mathematics and geography. Yeah, so professionally, I'm a teacher. And then for the talent or for the passion part, I am a fashion designer. As you can see, I'm so well dressed. So I began this in a matter of me looking good. So when people saw my outfits, they were like, Gracie, you look good. We need that particular tailor that does your outfits. That's how I began. So I started connecting my friends to my tailor. Then all of a sudden, I started earning in terms of commission. When a friend of mine gets an outfit from the tailor, I get a commission. That's how I began my business, by the way. Yeah. So with time, now the commission increases and you get to a point you can buy your own machine, you can employ yourself, and what have you. That's how I began. Not really, because back then I was in school. I was focusing on my career, that is being a teacher. So I didn't know whether I would end up becoming a fashion designer. What I knew is I would become a teacher, and at the same time, I would be doing this fashion thing, but not a whole-time job. Oh my goodness. I only taught during my attachment. Yeah.
Since you've never been employed again?
I've never been employed. I'm not planning to be. I've never been employed. I had a nice experience during my teaching practice. I cannot complain. The first one I did it at Nyangwa Boys is in Embu. The second one I did it in Nakuru County, Mogotio. So I cannot complain about the two schools. So I had my best experience, only that I felt like we teachers are being paid to come up 15,000. Tell me, how are you going to manage 15,000? You are having rent, you are having food to cater for, you want to dress nicely, you want to look good out there, there is a lot. So I felt like the 15,000 was a little money. I decided, let me be a full-time fashion designer and make the money that I want to make. So I told myself, I'm not going back home. Once you get back home, you will never grow, because you will always think that you are the highest person over there. You cannot tell me you're going to be competing with people that wametoka high school, mtu ako nyumbani, wengine ameenda college, ako nyumbani. There is nothing those people are doing. And particularly because I come from Kitui. Unasemanga Kitui hakuna maji, lakini kuna maji, guys. Kuna maji. Yeah, kuna maji. So activities of doing over there, they're so little. I cannot go to kulisha. Siwezi enda kuanza kubebana mamitungi naenda kunyunyizia boga and what have you. Yeah, I cannot do that. So I told myself, let me stick to in Nakuru and do some one too. Number one thing, I thank my parents because they have been supportive. When I told them that I want to begin the fashion thing, they were so supportive. They gave me the starting capital. Those are the people that made me start this business. So I bought a machine the sewing machine. That was the first item that I bought, 28,000. That is all I had. And actually, me, I just do the designing part. So I have someone who is doing the tailoring part. I'm not a tailor, I'm a designer. Yes. Oh my goodness, that has been the sweetest part of life. When I made that first shilling, I remember I was doing I had 3 consecutive weddings. In terms of deal, it was my first deal. But in terms of jobs, I had the pieceworks, one clothes, yeah, just that way. But when I began now my shop, I had 3 weddings. And it was sweet because no umefungua biashara, you are working hard to kurudisha your capital and what a few, and all of a sudden unapata harusi 3 zikifuatana. It was sweet. Mostly I deal with men. I feel in as much as wanaume wanaweza kuwa wasumbufu in terms of relationships, tukifika kwa kuvaa wanatoa vizuri pesa. Yeah, that is it. Mostly me, I actually deal with men. Yeah, because I feel men are so supportive. Those creatures are just there to be amazing in our lives. Let me tell you, once you dress nicely, girls will not compliment. Ladies will not compliment. They'll be like, oh, msichana anavaa hivi vizuri ndo atunyang'anye mabwana. But men will be there to compliment you. Watakwambia venye unakaa vizuri, can we take pictures? You know, men are just amazing people, by the way. That's how I developed interest with how men were supportive, the compliments, they helped me grow. At least mtu akikwambia unakaa vizuri, you get to have a point. Kila siku itabidi umekaa vizuri. You cannot look good today, mtu akwambia unakaa vizuri, alafu kesho hakupate hapo unakaa sijui aje. Even the compliment part that he had made yesterday, ataisahau na ataifuta. So if you begin a thing, you have to make it continuously. Yeah, you have to maintain it. That's why I always tell, let me just share this. I always say, if you are a man and you have decided to date, you upendo unapea mtu mpe kila siku. At least aizoe. Embrace it every day. And we will avoid the breakup parts. Yeah. The designs, there is an app called Pinterest. You can get those designs over there. Number 2, myself, I would just sit down and imagine someone in a certain outfit. So there is a gentleman somewhere that has been supportive. He is my brother. And another one is Mr. Campus Kenya. So those 2 people, at least once I invent a new design, I would tell them I will provide the tailoring part, the tailoring cost, and then they will buy the material for me. So it becomes easier me trying new designs. They have always been there. And now I'm paying that to them. And number 1, I'm so grateful that I got someone that is very sharp up there. There is no design that I ever came up with and he didn't do it. So my tailor is very sharp. To some extent, there are challenges, but when you talk to when you have the friendship part, it's always an easy thing for you to do. You can imagine I've employed someone who is actually around 30-something or close to 40, and I'm 23. So sometimes giving instruction has not been easy, but because of the friendship part, it becomes easier. I'll tell him, I want this and this done, and he will be like, okay, I'll do it for you, and what have you, and we crack jokes. The major part about me being a boss is I am that person who is very talkative. I'm a happy girl. So we will share moments, there are those moments that we will laugh around, yeah. Sina siku mbaya kazini. Unless ni ile siku yenye niko na kazi mingi na zinahitajika at the same time. So hiyo ndio itanipea pressure. But the other parts, I'm very okay. Number 1 about pressure. Pressure comes in if a wedding is approaching Now maybe kuna watu wanakupeanga deposit kidogo, wengine wanakupea the required deposit. Now for the required deposit, I always ensure that by the time wanataka manguo zao, I'm already done with it. For those that give a little deposit, it becomes a headache because I have to get my own money, invest in that wedding and what have you. So it becomes a challenge at the same time. But all in all, I've had understanding clients. Sometimes I sacrifice, you can actually do the tailoring thing overnight for me to ensure that my clients get their outfits in time. Yeah. So I've not had hard time. Remember that I told you most of my clients are men. Men are understanding. There are those parts that I have delayed on delivery. But once I tell the client, by the way, hapa na hapa nimeshikika and nita deliver kazi time, men will understand. Mostly I advise my clients to just come. I'll provide the materials, I'll provide the services for tailoring and what have you. I have a shop in Nairobi, not mine, but a friend's shop where I source my materials from. He has quality materials. His name is Sir George. He has 2 shops. He's located at Savo Road and Hakra Road. Yeah. So that's where I get my materials from. Advise the clients on which particular material would suit him. Yeah, and then I do my part for the tailoring. Number 1, kama mtu hajasoma, I'm also offering classes for fashion and design. Yes, I'm offering these classes come January. Yeah, so I'm making arrangements and some few plans. Then they'll be able to join the Gracious Outfits Fashion and Design School. This is something that we develop out of heart, out of passion. Because out here in terms of fashion, you'll meet so many people. Kuna watu wako short tempered, kuna wengine wako sawa, kuna wengine mtu atakupatia pressure umalize kazi yake. So number 1, you have to be that soft-hearted person. You cannot tell me you're going to be into fashion na wewe ni mtu wa kukasirika haraka. Client atakuja hapa akupigie kelele, tell me, are you going to kukasirika? Hautakasirika. You have to handle those people with love, respect and what have you. So kama mtu anataka kujoin fashion and design, kuwa tu na roho safi, kuwa na roho ya kucheka cheka ovyo ovyo. Eri watu wakwambia unacheka sana lakini inakusaidia. If you give someone a smiley face, anakusaidia pia, unamsaidia pia yeye kuinteract na wewe, it becomes easier. The principles zinakuanga mingi. Number 1, you have to be disciplined. That is number 1, because in terms of money, financial discipline is very key. So when you are into this business, people will send you money. For example, in 1 week you are supposed to make kama 10 orders. Watu wote kila mtu anasha kutumia pesa. And you have your own needs. There is maybe nyumbani, maybe you're still catering for something else. You have to be very disciplined. Hii pesa ya our clients usiitumie kwa mambo yako. So hii pesa ya clients unafaa kuitenga kabisa na pesa hiyo ingine ya matumizi. No, usikuje ukakosana na client. Number 2 is how you interact with other people and how you carry yourself. People will not respect you if uko tu. Najua kuna mtu wako tu. You have to maintain your smile, maintain your dignity. So the way you carry yourself out here makes people, you attract the others. Let me tell you, dealing with men is so simple. Especially for us who smile ovyo, it's so simple. Because a man will tell you that anakupenda, anakutaka, what have you. And uko zile za, by the way, naeza kushonea nguo vizuri ukae poa. So you take it as a business platform. Yeah, you take it as a business platform. With time, huyo mtu ataona, by the way, it's good I be a friend to Grace. Yeah, so most of my male friends ni clients. Na pia the boyfriend has to be so understanding because si rahisi. Especially mimi mwenye na deal na wanaume sana, si rahisi. You just have to have a very understanding boyfriend. Otherwise mtakosana, mtaachana and what have you. So wanaume hawajanisumbua vile. Now that we don't have so many vacancies za kazi in Kenya, it's good we create some jobs for ourselves. You have seen watu wanachora, mtu anachora MP, anapeleka MP. Those people don't go home empty-handed. Mtu anaweza pewa token ya kitu kama 10,000, hii imekusaidia. If there is anything that you can invent on your own, please do it. All I can say is, I'm hoping that it will be a far place where God will lead me to be in those next 5 years. It's where I'll be. When I wake up in the morning, I pray. After I pray, just definitely I do my personal chores. And after that, I must talk to my mom on daily basis. My mom and my dad. I'm so close to my mom. So I talk to my mom now and then. I am that funny person. When I am indoors, utapata ni kama niko music festival. Nitaeka manyimbo hapo ni dance, nifanye nini. And then another thing that helps me manage my pressure is that I live with my sister. My sister is very talkative, very cheeky. She's very joyous as I am. So when I am home and maybe niko na stress za kazi, ataniuliza, msupa, mbona uko na pressure hivi za kazi? Hebu pita hapa tufanye sijui nini, and I relax myself. So I really love my sister. Gracious Outfits is found in Nakuru City, Kimotho House, A26. That is first floor A26. I am having a small branch in Nairobi Textiles. That is in Nairobi City. Just for taking measurements and maybe for pickup. They can reach me via WhatsApp, call, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I've labeled myself as Gracious Outfits. Yeah. The phone number is 0797446636. You can actually send me some 10 bob ama hata 1 bob uone kama inaleta Grace Musia.